Okay, I think we can kick things off. It's quite late for some people. People are joining us from across the world. So, yeah, welcome everyone once again. Today, we have been joined by Reem, who's going to be taking us through introduction to podcasting. So, basically, this workshop will help participants learn the essentials of idea development, format selection, basic scripting, recording, editing, and publishing. Basically all you need to know about how to create your first podcast. Reem joins us from Dubai. She is a media trainer, PR strategist, and podcast producer with over 10 years of experience across journalism, government media, and public relations in the UAE. So I will hand over the floor the, to Reem straight away, who will take us through everything that there is to know on how to create your first podcast. Reem, thank you for joining us. Thank you for offering to do this training. The floor is yours.
Thank you so much, Faris, for everything, for organizing, and for the platform as well. I hope that people are really like learning and getting to know more knowledge about the media field and different kind of training courses that you are providing. Thank you all so much for joining here. The podcasting 101 for the people who are interested to learn more about podcasting, to create their own podcast content or episodes or channel. So together we will learn more about what is podcast, how can we start, all of the questions that you have in mind from starting from the topics, from the audience. We'll move through everything. I'm not sure, Faris, if we are ready to start or we need to wait more people to come in.
Let's do it. Let's do it because it's quite late for some people as well. It's like 10 o'clock at night,
Okay.
so let's do it.
No worries. Anyway, I love people to engage. So if you have anything in between you want to ask, you can just stop me or raise your hands, and we can discuss this topic and move forward about everything else. And for sure, we will have at the end of the training course today, like a 10 minutes at the end to discuss more in all the things that we moved forward. So at the beginning, the introduction of podcasting is just to know what is podcasting and how to launch your first podcast show. As Faris introduced me, I'm a PR professional, a podcast host. I have my own podcast from like I'm actually moving forward now with the season 3. And I have also founded a production studio. It's a podcast studio in Dubai. I help different people to find their passion, to know how can they start their podcasts, and anything related to public relation and content creation and media training as well. Okay, so before we start, why is podcasting important? Let's at the beginning ask who know what does the word of podcast means, or what it's a combination of what? Does anyone know podcast is a combination of two words which are what? Can someone tell me quickly? You can even just drop that in the chat or open the mic. Okay, so it's a combination of iPod plus broadcast. So iPod is the Apple's famous portable music player that was launched in 2001. So we used to get it and listen through it on music and different things. And broadcast is the traditional radio that we already know, all of us. So podcast, the word is a combination between both pod from the Apple famous portable and cast from the traditional radio. So here it came from the word. That means that the podcast in the first stage is audio. Please keep it in mind. Podcast is audio. What we are seeing right now on social media is podcast, but it became a video because the social media, because the people wants to have a buzz on social media, wants to be shown, wants to be well known. So because of that, they filmed the episodes and started creating from them a reels, and then it's now on social media. Why I'm saying that it is audio? Because it should be at the first on the audio platforms. I have a lot of people who come like, I want to create a YouTube channel. I want to add, I want to do a podcast. And then, okay, where are you willing to host or do your podcast on which audio platforms? What do you mean audio platforms? I mean Apple Podcast. I mean Spotify. I mean Anghami. I mean Podio. I mean Amazon Music. I mean a lot of hundreds of audio platforms that are available for people to listen to podcasts. Because of that, also we need to know, because when we are writing the script, it's audio first and then video. So the podcast is audio. This is the most important thing we need to know, because some of the people don't have the ability to film, or they are not ready to be on camera, or they are not confident, or some of the times they don't have the ability as a money, or because it's a high cost to go a studio to record, and or to bring a camera to record, or even to edit. So they have a very good idea, but they don't start, because okay, if I started, how can I start without being on camera and filming? Then it's useless. Then I will not start. No, you will start because it's audio. If you have the ability and you are confident and you have the money to do it on video, very good. If not, it's not an issue. Hundreds of podcasts are available on audio platforms only and as audio only, and less from them from for the people who wants to have the bus. And if we looked, by the way, for the people who have the video, they are most of them influencers. They are most of them media persons who already on TV shows, so they are doing their own podcasts, or some people who they just want to get to be known. But a lot of hundreds of podcasts and millions even are only audio, and they have a lot of very useful information. So this is the very important thing we need to know at the beginning. Okay. And then why podcasting? Podcasting became one of the most influential and fast growing media because it builds trusts. Audience spend like 20 to 60 minutes listening if they are in gym, if they are in the car, if they are traveling. Like, it's just easier than more than any other platforms. It's accessible. It's You don't need any expensive or even to subscribe or to pay. Spotify is for free. Podio is for free. Apple Podcast is for free. So anyone wants to listen to anything, they just download the app and go listen. It's intimate. Audio feels personal. I feel like when we are listening to audio, that the person who is doing the podcast speaking to you. So you feel it so human, so personal. You feel that he's specifically talking to you and giving you the information. It's flexible, easy for storytelling, news, education, and for anyone who wants to do their own and build their own brand. And just if they have some knowledge in their field, they want to discuss it, it's so easy to just go and create your audio platform and then move forward. It's a very growing community. A lot of people return to you weekly if they loved the content, if they loved what you are presenting, if they loved the way. They will keep following you, subscribe to your channel, and engage with you deeply. And since the social media is running so fast, there is a lot of people creating content. Podcast comes to cut through the noise. It's so like slow, flexible, and it's easy, where you can just listen to the information deeply without running after each of the like reels, or following this influencer because they did like a whole let's say reels, different reels, saying what they moved forward or what they did in their life or how did they do this business. No, you don't need that. You can just from one episode understand more, learn more about the business, learn more about how to save money, learn more about any other things, from technology, from sports, or any other thing. Okay. The podcast ecosystem today. We have in the global over 5 million podcasts available in the worldwide. and more than 150 million episodes published. Can you imagine the number? However, the active podcasts, the people who actually continued like around or did 5 episodes continuous, they are only 17 to 20% of all podcasts are truly active, because a lot of people, they just start, they have a first episode and then they drop off. They don't know how to continue, or the idea might only fit like only one thing. It's not an open idea, it's a closed idea. And that's what we will learn today. How can I know if my idea fit as a podcast or no? Because a lot of people, like, they just come, do the episode, and then, okay, what I'm gonna say after that, I don't know. What is the plan, or what is the other episodes under this big umbrella? I don't know. So because of that, if you open, you can just check that on Spotify or Apple Podcast. Click by any chance, any podcast, you will find some of them are like, they only publish 2 to 3 episodes, some of them only one, some of them 5 to 6 episodes, and they didn't continue from 2020 or 2019. So the most important thing is to learn how to continue and how to be active. And the recent study shows that a major rise in video podcasting on YouTube was this year. More than 65% of new podcasts launched in 2024 and 2025 includes video. However, there is 30 to 40 are audio only, which is fine. It depends on the topic and your confidence and your money and your availability and a lot of things to have it video. If you can't, if you are not ready, if your idea doesn't need to be video, just do it audio. Okay, let's start now developing your own podcast. To start in a very good way, we need to ask ourselves, what, before even recording, before choosing the topic, before choosing the name of the podcast, before everything, what topic am I going to give, or to let people listen? There is a lot of topics. There is a lot of 100 categories. It's technology, society and culture. We have sports. We have entertainment. We have journaling. There is a lot of different topics. You can even go through again Apple Podcasts, where the categories is, open the topics and choose. You need to understand under which topic is your podcast. It cannot be mix of a lot of topics. It should be like one on a focus, like the main topic and sub topic. So what is the main topic? You need to know what is your main topic, whom you are speaking to, who are the audience, what is their interests, what are they expecting, what do they like, do they have the same ideas which I have, or do they need to learn this thing, it's not there, no one have spoke about it before. Who are those audience, what is their age? You need to know who is your audience. Are they Arab or not Arab, the non-Arab? There are from the other type of people, like English people, because you cannot do mix of both. Okay, and what value they will get. Are you going to give them some educational information, or are you gonna entertain them, or you gonna give them insights on something on the field, or you are just let them know more about some people who they don't know about them, and what they did achieve and what they did in their life. So you need to know those 3 answers. Okay. Now, how to know if your idea, now you have an idea, and okay, you knew your category, you knew your audience and their age, and you knew what is the value you are giving to them. Now, how to know if your idea works for a full podcast? A full podcast, let's say around 10 to 15 episodes. It's not, by the way, in the podcast, there is no a number for the season. Like the season, it depends. It might be like 6 episodes. It could be 10. It could be 12. It could be 20. It depends on the idea and how big is it to like stop and say this. I need to end the season because there is another idea. I need to work on it with another way. So let me stop the season here and then move forward. Create a new like format or something for the new season. So let's say the full podcast is 10 episodes. So we need to know if your idea works for a full podcast or it's not. It could be just a real, like a small kind of info. You can educate people through some social media content only. The first question is: can you list 10 episodes from this idea easily? Like you have the idea, can you list under the idea 10 full episodes? If you can, if you cannot write down 10 to 12 episodes while you are sitting, then the idea is not strong enough. So open your notes, write 10 episode titles. If you struggle, then refine the idea. Okay. Does your audience actually care about this topic? Your idea solve a problem, answer a question, satisfy someone. Ask yourself, who will listen to this? Why should they care? What makes this valuable compared to what already exists? Because make sure that your idea has been discussed already. So you need to understand how it was discussed and how you are formatting it in your podcast and how you are making it different to like force people or encourage people to listen and go subscribe to your podcast. So if you don't know who your listeners is, the idea is not ready. Okay. The third question: is your idea too broad or too narrow? Too broad, you will lose focus. It's very big. I have a hundred of things that are not relatable, and okay, I can do this, and we will discuss like sports. We will discuss about tech. We will discuss about entertainment. We will say more about society and culture. Then no, you will lose focus. Or it is too narrow. You will run out of content. It's so small. You can just create from that 3 episodes, not more. And then, oh, sorry, I don't have anything more to say in this topic. So good ideas sit in the middle, clear, focused, but flexible enough for many episodes. Okay. Fourth question is: does your idea offer something different? Again, it's not about creating or inventing something new. It's about bringing your perspective, expertise, and style to the people. So ask them, what makes my angle unique? This is a very important question. Why would someone choose my podcast instead of others? This makes you different, makes you unique, makes the people are interested to know more about your episodes and to keep following what are you producing and publishing. The fifth question: can the idea support different formats, like a solo episode if the guest is not coming, or it could be an interview, like I'm doing solo but sometimes I need another opinion, so it could be an interview, or a storytelling, or a case study, tips and insights. So can it support different formats, or it's just only one format? If the guest is not there, then we are lost. If your idea only works for one format, it might not survive too long. Can you explain your podcast in one simple sentence? If it takes you like around more than 10, 20 seconds to describe your podcast to the people clearly, then the idea is not clear to you. So how it could be clear to the people? So from here, we need to do a checklist. We have the idea, but we need to check. Okay, I can create 10 episodes or more from this idea. I know exactly who are my audience. I will list them down. My idea solves ABC. My angle is different. I can do it solo. I can do it an interview. I can have a friend as a co-host also if we have two different opinion with the guest. I can describe my podcast in one sentence, then you are it. Is it clear? Does anyone have a question until now? So again, then let's go to the right podcast format. How can I choose my format? I have the idea, but I don't know how to present it. I don't know which format can I use. So let's see how many formats available. We have the solo format. You speak directly to the audience. You are alone in this podcast. You are discussing different things, maybe journaling about yourself, about your experience, leadership thoughts, something more about business, or there's a topic. You are just telling the people a story about history or anything. There's a topic you are just telling the for the people in a story way. You are discussing that in a story way. The pros for this is it's a simple setup. You are fully controlling everything, and it does for you a very strong personal brand. However, the cons is you need to be so confident because you are alone. You need to have a very strong script and a planned content, because for the solo specifically, if you hit around 10 minutes, you are just speaking alone, you are doing a solo podcast and you hit around 10 minutes, it might be little bit boring after that, because the audience is just listening to you, and you might find yourself repeating what you said in the beginning. So it's totally fine. Just make the content so clear, straight to the point, say it in a story, but try not to like, because you will say, it's only 10 minutes audio. It's fine. It's fine. By the way, podcast doesn't have a limit in time. It should not be like a 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour. There is no any limits in time. It depends on your topic. It depends on the guest. It depends on the content. So if your content like ends by around like خلاص it's ending by 12 minutes or 13 minutes, it's okay. You just said the information, you said it in a story way, or you said it in a tips way, or you just went immediately like, hi, I'm here to just educate you today about blah 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 ABC, and you just mentioned the things and then close it off. It's totally fine. The most important thing for the solo, don't be boring. However, by the way, there is a podcast called A Podcast in a Minute. So it's only 1 minute of info they give the people and then they shut down. So the timing is not required in podcasts. It depends on your content. So just take care from this point in the solo format. Don't be boring. Okay, we have the other format, which is interview format. You have a guest, you are speaking about a topic, maybe his story, maybe about the industry itself, maybe you are just asking him about his experience in this field. You are discussing a topic in general, not doesn't need to be on him. So the pros that you will have a guest every episode, and you will take from their audience to make your brand big. But the cons is that you need to schedule the timing of the shooting, to book the guest, to check his availability, if he's confident, if he's easy open to discuss, or he's so close. He quickly answer on the question, and then what do I do next? I don't know. Or he doesn't give you the answer that you need. So here is only the thing. If you don't have those skills, where how to interview a guest, or how to do an interview, or how to lead a conversation, then I don't recommend to move forward with this format. And then the co-host or conversational format, where is there's two hosts, maybe you and your friend, or you or another expert, discussing together something about anything on your topic. Sometimes you might be having a guest you are interviewing, or sometimes you are just both of you are having the conversation each episode on a different topic. The pros, that it's fun, relatable. People loves to have to feel like they are together, because a lot of friends, they are two, three, so they love the groups. The cons, that you need to find someone who has the same chemistry and same way of your way, not you are like in the right and he's in the left. Now it will be like just a competing, or each one is against each one, and this is not the situation. We are here to just listen, to have fun, and to enjoy. Okay, and we have the narrative documentary format, and I think that this what you were asking about. It's here scripted. There is like an investigation report, documentary style. It's best for the people who are in the journalism field, or in the storytelling. They have case study, they want to show it. The pros, that it's really engaging. It has a way which is, if you want to shoot it in a video, it's a very cinematic. The cons, that it's time consuming, that if there is something you need to discuss it on spot quickly, and it requires a script. It's not just like as the other formats, you can just do it casual. No, you need to script write everything. And for sure, if you want to do it as a video, so to have to be a cinematic, you should have a very good editing skills, or you have a very good editor. And we have the educational format, or how to. It's a small lessons, small practical information for people, how to do how to do some uh, content creation videos, or how to repair your stuff at home. It's very informal, clear to the point. And the cons, it only needs a strong research, where you can have all the questions of the people who have in mind, if they want to learn something, or what is the steps for this thing specifically. And we have for sure the news briefing format. It's the similar of the newsrooms, whereas it is to the point, just telling more about what happened today in the worldwide, or even in your region, and short, quickly, without going into more details, because they can find this in on social media. It might could be for people who are interested to listen to the news, or to know the updates while they on the car, quickly going to the work in the morning or something. And it just needs it's so like the cons only, that it requires to be on time, and once you have the news, just quickly record it and uh, publish, because as you know, it's time consuming regarding the news. There is every update every day. Okay, so regarding the distribution, as I mentioned, you need only one platform where you can just open an account there, and then from the RSS, the link, you can publish to other platforms. Spotify have this uh, like thing, and Apple Podcast and Gami have it. Podio even have it. It's so easy. You just need to write on Google podcasts for creators, or open a podcast account, and then you will fill the form. What is your name of the podcast? The description of the podcast, the language, the category, your email address and password, and then it will create for you the account. And then you can easily just add the audio, or add the trailer. Maybe if you have a trailer, you will choose which episode number is that. You will write it, which season. Some of them, they have a specific which season. You choose the season, and then you write the description of each episode. Make it SEO friendly, make it relatable to what you discussed. Try to choose the title of the episode something catchy, and something that people who interested to listen and to know, like, what is that, and then just press publish quickly. That will take few minutes. it will be published on all the platforms. And from the same platform, you can find the insights, you can find the engagement, you can find the countries, you can find which type of people, women or men, who are following you. You can find the comments, you can manage, you can edit, you can do everything you want to do. So what do I need before publishing? Couple of few things. Your podcast name, choose it catchy. Choose your podcast name, not the episode, the podcast itself. Name catchy, relatable to the content, new, not used before. So it's not clashing, and you can just search over Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, and different things about the title. If it appears, then someone used that. And then you need a cover art. Maybe it's that the name of the podcast with a logo, or if you wanna like appear beside the logo, or something catchy, something relatable to the title. Short description about what is this podcast about. The people should read that and understand what is the podcast, what are you discussing, when it is coming out. Is it weekly? It comes every Thursday? Is it bi-weekly? It comes out every Saturday? If it's monthly, what is that? And what the type of it? It's a solo, it's like an interview way, it's a co-host between you and the other thing. And then the category, the keywords where the people will be easily, like if they are asking about like business, so you will appear in the business, or they are about how to save money. So while they are searching maybe on Spotify, so you will appear from the in the search engine, your podcast will appear. And then every episode should have a title and also a short description. So this is so far about the podcast. Uh, Please don't make recording complicated. Focus on a clean sound, quiet place, and editing. Also, don't make it complicated. Just remove the distraction. Keep the flow. Add some music. You know, just make it so simple, so easy. No one is expecting anything from you, by the way. So just keep that in mind. All the people know that you are not professional. You are just someone a podcaster who has some knowledge. I want to share it with people, or want to entertain people, or want to educate them. So don't try to start perfect, because if you are looking to start perfect, you will never know. You will learn through the journey what to do and what not to do. So and just keep doing that in a consistent way, and prepare. Actually, the advice I would give is to prepare the whole. Not I will not say the whole season, like at least 6 episodes ready, with a guest or without, solo or co-host, or different, which format you want. That's at least 6 episodes at the beginning should be ready and scheduled, because you also on those platforms you can schedule the episodes on the date and the time you choose them, and then start to continue what he like how many episodes you want to end the season, or how many episodes left you want to continue. But I prefer that at the beginning you have like at least 6 done, because after that you might be like, if you started one and published one, you might be busy after that. You don't, maybe you will lose hope maybe, or you feel like, what did I say, or what did I prepare? No, maybe in the first time you will not have a lot of reactions on the episode, so you will feel down. Or what did I start? No one is interested. So no, just don't think about that. Do your 6 episodes, record them, edit them, and then make them ready for publish. And then focus on the other episodes while you are publishing those episodes. And actually, after 6 or 7 episodes, you will find some insights. You will find that you have now people following you. You will find that you can even see the listeners on Spotify, Apple Podcast platforms, or any of the platforms. Sorry, on any of audio platforms. if you subscribed or if you opened your account on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or Podio, or Amazon Music, or anything of them, you will have your dashboard where you can see, oh my God, this episode, I have 23 people listen to that. Oh my God, I have 50 people listen to that. So you will actually know after like publishing 7 episodes, how is the insights looking and how the people are looking and what topic did the people engage more or listen more. So, okay, this thing, the people got interested in this, so I need to focus more about that. This topic, no one was so interested, the listens is so low, then there's something wrong. I need to rework maybe on the idea. So, like, learn to read the insights and then continue what you are doing, and for sure you will reach. And here is everything. If anyone has a question, I'm happy to listen.
While we wait for the questions to come pouring in, Reem, thank you so much. That was amazing. I think I speak on behalf of everyone who's on this call and who's watching on YouTube. That was very, very insightful. That was very, very practical. And I guess that was really easy to follow as well. But one thing I liked out of everything else was it wasn't just about the actual technical side of the podcast. It was also the questions that you should ask before you start working on the podcast, the ideas, the audiences, the formats, and everything else as well. And that's something that people tend to overlook. They just jump into the actual content straight away without actually planning beforehand, and they get found out very, very quickly. I actually
Yeah,
have
and this
sorry,
what
go ahead.
makes them don't continue, this is the issue because they didn't draw the full idea and the full format at the beginning. So that doesn't them because of that they are not continuing what are they are doing. Okay, so
Definitely.
Hassan has a question. Can we switch from interview format to conversational format? Yes, yes, you can do. You can do whatever you want. Podcast doesn't have a specific line or a way or timing or even the season. It depends on you. It depends on the topic. So you can do if you feel like you can do an interview format alone and then conversational format with a co-host, do that.
Shasta,
Yeah,
if you're still around, you can go back to your question from earlier because I think now we can go
Ah,
to
really?
general question as well.
No, I think that answered it. Thank you very much.
correct.
Okay.
Reem, thank you very much. My name is Rizwan. I am from Abu Dhabi in UAE. I just wanted your insight on, I know podcast is an emerging format these days, but in terms of when we talk, what is the scale in terms of businesses? How are the businesses using it? For what purposes are they using it? In terms of cold number, do you have any? Can you tell us what scale they're using it? How big
They
is
are
it?
using it much more as personal brand where they
Mm-hmm.
can like show off their brand because now the image of each brand they should have a podcast. They feel that it should be needed.
Mm-hmm.
And also it helps people to know the journey of the brand, how did it start, what they are doing. So it's closer to people more. So most of the business and even the entrepreneurs are doing it as a personal branding thing
Okay.
uh, to show more about themselves and their experience and what they are doing throughout the journey. But specific numbers, actually, I think I need to search for that
No, that's
because
fine. I'm not the number, but in terms of practice, you're saying is a great practice these days, right? In the business field.
yeah, yeah, it's a great practice, and a lot of brands and companies are focusing more to have a podcast because it makes them closer to the people and to the audience and to the customers, which they are looking for, to tell them that we are we have the same struggles maybe, or we are facing the same issues that anyone could face, and this what are we giving to you, or to educate them about the brand more, to educate them about the the leaderships in the brand, and to make them know more about themselves. So it's important now for business leaders and companies.
Yeah, for sure. I know a lot of startups who are using this as a tool to promote their product. So because
Yes,
they're short on budget, so they're using this as a very, it's a prevalent tool for them to promote their business product in specific and
yes,
provide those
it's a
details.
really good way. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, thank you very much. That's it.
Thank
Thank you
you.
very much for the podcast.
I can ask a quick question. We still have a few minutes. Reem, can you just tell us? I mean, I work in a digital world, so I kind of like live. My life revolves around analytics. But can you tell us why and how important it is to look at the analytics and learn from it as you go about doing your episodes, and what are the benefits they can offer someone who's new to podcasting?
Actually, it's really important to understand who are your audience and what do they like, what type of content they engaged more. Maybe there is like a shortage in this, like you discussed a topic on an episode, and you find a lot of people are listening and a lot of shares and a lot of downloads. So that means that there's a shortage in this topic. So you need to focus more about it. So you have a niche audience, and this helps you more to grow more actually in your field and in your podcast. So it's really important, and you might it also not even in a good way, because maybe no one is interested to listen. It helps you even. I'll tell you something from my experience and from what I learned. My podcast is solo podcast. The first season was solo, 15 episodes, and then on season two, I actually, since I saw a lot of people are doing it video, actually my podcast is audio and solo, so I don't have video at all. Okay. So when I saw a lot of people are doing video, I'm like, why I'm not doing video? A lot of people interviewing. Why I'm not interviewing people? And I felt like I don't know, like what do I do? I wanna be as known as those people. However, I have a very good audience and good downloads and listens, and now I have ads on my episodes. But it hits you like, am I on a right phase, or am I doing it right or no? So I said, okay, let me try something new. I'll continue doing solo audio episodes. However, some of the episodes for sure, because it's journaling, it's much more about what actually all of us think. So some of the episodes I need someone expertise to interview. So let me do that. And I brought an expertise in the studio. We shooted the episode. It's already on the audio platform, and it's on the YouTube. Okay. My solo episodes, and which they are audio, are only around 5 to 8 minutes. However, the interviews are around 30 minutes. And here I knew that my audience doesn't like long format and long format episodes. Why? Because all of the interviews that I have done, which is around 20 to 30 minutes, I found that there's a low and less downloads, less engagement, less people interacting, and less people listening. So I knew, and I learned the session that actually I learned the lesson that my audience doesn't like me in the long format or interview format. So I came back and that they went up with me. The engagement is high, the listens is high, the downloads is high, and they acted so actually. And like I have now around 8,000 follower on Instagram. They are engaging. I have them on Telegram. We are friends. They engage more on the solo episodes. So here is very important to learn. You should go to the journey, because if I didn't do that, I will keep feeling like, oh my God, but if I did an interview, the people will love it. No, your audience will not love it. They loved you in a format, and the insights helped you to read the format. So continue on doing that. If you are good on solo audio, then do it. If you are interviewing people in a perfect way, do it. So that's the reason why we need to read the insights and to understand more. It helps you to know what does your audience need, and actually what do they love even from you. So this is why important, and it helps you a lot actually. Does anyone have any question?
Okay, I guess no more questions, but you have Reem's LinkedIn. Reem, if you could just go back to the last page so
Yeah, yeah.
people who missed it, they can LinkedIn, Instagram. Please feel free to reach out to Reem. She is yeah, I mean she's
I
happy
I'm
to help out.
I can just share it here on the chat if someone needs to
Yeah,
be
it's
easier to.
also if you on the website under the trainers section, Reem is listed there, and there's a link to her Instagram and LinkedIn. If anyone wants it, please feel free to reach out to her with anything and everything. She's put a hand up for this training. She's put a hand up to help anyone who needs help out. Reem, thank you so much once again for doing this amazing training. And thank you to everyone who turned up, sat through it, because I believe it's quite late for a lot of people who are joining us from South Asia and the Far East and stuff. Okay, you have Reem's links in chat now,
Yeah.
so whoever wants to connect, please go ahead and do it. But yeah, thanks again to everyone who signed up. The recording for this session will be available probably by tomorrow. I'll send an email round and I'll also send it on the WhatsApp community. And we'll also have a Notebook LM generate summary for those who wants a quick snap into what's been happening. Thanks again, everyone. Good to see you all, and we'll see you again next time in the next session. Thank you all. Take care. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.